Okay, so this is actually exactly on the day of 2021, June 20th. So, Scott, I know because it's Chinese, but the subtitle, I hope you had enough time to read the subtitle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so he's mentioning about the timing, right? G7. Do you know the G7 in 2021? When was G7 held? It was
Uh,
it was June
yes,
11th. Yeah,
June
June
11th.
11th to 13th. Okay, 3 days, G7. And at that time, people were pushing for the origin of the COVID. There's a lots of misinformation and disinformation, where the wet market, or this animal, that animal, or a lab, possibly lab leak. There's tons of, information circling around. And so that's purposefully planted by the CCP because they had the media in their pocket. Okay, so I'm just going to put that statement, and I'm willing to debate with anybody who wants to challenge me, because we have so much research done on that. I'm just going to put that as a blank statement. So that year, okay, if you look at it later on, I remember Fauci that year in August, he came out and say, oh, this new variant called Delta, it looks like it's picking up. This is more contagious and lethal, 26% higher than the previous variants that we've observed. This is all because of people that did not vaccinate it, because they passing on this, they are the culprit. They're causing this. So they shift the blame to the people who chose to not vaccinate themselves. Okay, I remember there's something about that. So this warning is exactly about the Delta. If you go back time, the intel is absolutely accurate. Okay, so a lot of people thinking this is natural evolving, and it's widespread and passing on people to people. But you know what? A lot of them are actually purposefully released by human beings, by
Yeah.
people that carry out the covert operations of the CCP. And you heard Miles Guo saying that. But guess what? This is not it, because in that year, later on, he actually warned again repeatedly about the Omicron, because Omicron is also not a natural variant. None of those are natural variants, I can tell you that, because the scientists who partially just participated in this program, they later on shared that, when you're creating a bioweapon, you never create just one, because you do a lot of experiment. You have, thousands of variants of one species, like, those peach dishes. Like you
Yeah.
don't just have one, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted people to really listen to Miles Guo's message. He pointed out really important. He said, the CCP has already prepared. They knew. It's just a matter of time. People were pushing for the truth. Eventually, all the political dealings, bribing and threatening, is not going to work, because people demand to know the truth.